Okay, okay. Let's get back to my life as a wizard. You're a wizard, Harry. Anyway. Okay, we need to go see that little teeny little house that's all flowered up. Is that somebody with a request? A dog with a request? I'm Barkle! My owner had a really original name, but he got hit in the head and then he forgot it. What, you want me to get you fake? Well, I mean, they're not fake teeth, but they're not your teeth. Why does a dog have $200? Why does a dog have money? Give me a second, I got schmeal on my glasses. That's. But yeah, like, dog. I mean, okay. To be fair, I didn't question that with the cat. But I mean, the cats, you know, they're kind of like. Okay, maybe not in this case. I don't know. Whatevers. Let's see if we already have these. Nope. Okay, so we have not came across those. Should just went south, actually. I keep, for some reason, thinking there's like an exit over here when there's not. No, that's just questionable. No questies. I mean, I could at least went the other way to check for anyone with quest requests over there. And still appeal. Oh, here's somebody with a request, actually. What do you want? Assuming those are the vegetable monsters outside somewhere. Nothing like stealing nature, right, boys? Oh, hi, what are you doing out here? Wonder what happens if you actually attack the dragon, though. I think I needed to go to the other screen, actually, I think. should be somebody right up here. We can turn these into real quick for some free money. It kind of sucks you can only carry 3 of them now. Because you run into a lot of different bounties when you're running around. A fine powder, Harry. Oh, that was it. Whoever had this farm doesn't question us robbing it at all. They're just like, eh. Okay. Enough pillaging the wild blue yonder. Radishes. I need the carrot ones. There it is. Not that I imagine much is gonna happen here. Yeah, it's like you're one to talk, butterfly. That's very aggressively nice of you. Yeah, probably not anytime soon, lady. That's not good. I mean, like, you mean she was like on the tip of being killed and eaten horrifically? And we're never coming back here ever again. Probably. It should be all the butterfly requests. Alright, let's get out of this nut house. Get these all cashed in. Honestly, the whole bliss thing is such a weird thing. So I'm assuming that's how I improve the shops. Pretty weird how the game requires you to save a lot. She's literally white heel. She's literally white heel. And then we got attacked by pirates. Is that gonna be the whole thing? Like, wishes will save the world? See there, that's a proper in-world like they use a thing in the world and like mix it with a saying versus like the China shop thing. They said, "Oh, you know, we don't want this to end up like one of those weird monsters from the moon situations." Damn, he even looks small in anime. The hell is that? It's Snufkin version of Fantasy Life. What the hell? It's really nice graphics and everything, but this feels a lot more like in beginning of the game thing, not a here's a few hours in, let's have a montage of different characters. That's a very visible X for sure, though. And I'm assuming, yeah. I really don't like how the game, like, if there was gonna be a free slot, should let you have a party member. What if I don't want to? How many chapters the game's broken up into, actually? Okay, I don't have one all the way. So that's a nopes on that. Oh, that's a really long line of people. Line standle. You think they would have better people for these missions? Yeah, you know, the random new guy who just started all his livelihoods. Let him do all these. Before I lost interest, you know, it's not like this should be more, I don't know, concerning. Adventure time! weepy peepee. I don't know, I think that would be kind of humble. It would at least show the king has some remorse in that. Non-fool? It's like, no offense. Anyway, the non-fools. It'd be hilarious if he were forward to us as that, like, for the rest of the game. The non-fools. To my dear friend, the governor of Fort Pastruto, and then I would like to know if we could have your very great treasure that is likely in your possession. We hope this doesn't... Hello. We hope this isn't an inconvenience to ask for your national treasure that could represent your entire part of the world. Let us have brunch. Yours truly, your future... the king of the neighboring country. Off the town. So no shenanigans? No joining the party? How lame. Probably should see if I have any quests fulfilled. The eggs, they are on the white side, and that person's further up. Yeah. That person's out there too. Hellos everywhere. I mean, technically, we only walked in once, just to load the area outside it, but we technically went in it. Technically. So, the egg person somewhere over here. Honestly, I really wish the people you have a request that are done, if they would have a completely different icon, it would be so handy in locating them instead of just having to talk to everyone as a flag. Yep, there they are. Here's your chicken eggs. Usually. Though I really do need to get to Resident Evil Village, though, to be honest. Resident Evil 7 was really good in VR. Now that I got a PS5 VR headset and that. I need to play that and the Walking Dead Saints and Sinners Chapter 2. Those are both games I want to do with the PlayStation 5 VR. Like, I had a lot of fun with Saints and Sinners 1. Aside from the last boss kind of end thing. That part kind of pissed me off, but that'd go into spoilers on why that pissed me off. You'd have to watch, like, the actual live stream. Okay, so they did indeed get new stuff. But I only have that, so that's not anything new there. You should watch the beginning of Resident Evil 7. It's really funny, like, watching the beginning of Resident Evil 7 and then watching basically anyone else later on in the game. Like, I was, like, literally terrified walking around that house at the beginning because I'm unarmed. I have nothing to defend myself. I have nothing but wandering around a creepy, dark house. And then later in the game, you know, I got a bunch of guns and I'm just blasting fucking everything away, especially by the end. Especially if you did the one free DLC, that's just lots and lots of blasting shit away. Okay. So we need to go to the port town, so we need one in morning. Yeah, I need to play Village, catch up, because, you know, you got the next one coming out. You know, the next Resident Evil is really interesting to me. So, like, from what I understand, I haven't really been keeping up with, like, all the trailer stuff for that. But apparently they've been, like, hinting at who you even, like, play as. Like, nobody was really sure who you were gonna play as. So here's an interesting thing. So in Resident Evil 7... you can find a file that's won by a reporter from Resident Evil Outbreak. And apparently, in the next Resident Evil game, you're going to be playing as her daughter. And that's kind of pretty crazy, to be honest. Oh, the dragons out here. So, like, you're going to be a child of a character from a spin-off title of Resident Evil. That's kind of crazy to me. Now, if you know me and Resident Evil, you know, I actually really liked the Outbreak games. I actually have hundreds of hours on those things. Like, I really enjoyed those. So, it's interesting because, like, at least the last time Capcom ever, like, you know, talked about what's canon and not canon and shit, Resident Evil Outbreak, as far as I remember, was still being considered canon. The thing that was not 100% sure is what is and isn't canon. Because if you've played Resident Evil Outbreak 1 and 2, you know there are different conclusions to what's going on. And there's basically, like, 3 different, like, theories on how it fits in the timeline. There's theory 1, where there's only one direct path of scenarios from beginning to end. 2, that the characters are split up between all these paths, and they're technically all canon. It's just different characters fulfill different roles, which is the one I personally like myself. And then you have the, well, some of the scenarios are canon. It's basically just a scaled-down version of 2, where, again, they're split up, but it's only certain ones, not all of them. So, Die, frog. Yeah, I'm doing some pretty good damage nowadays, eh? But, yeah. So, it's interesting to see, like, a really, like, different focus on a new character who's related to a side character instead of, like, I mean, like, look, like, I like a lot of the Resident Evil characters, you know, Chris Redfield, Claire, Jill, and that, but, like, come on, like, you can't milk them forever. Chris Redfield Can't be the face of Resident Evil for fucking ever. He's had too many situations and shit. Whoa, that's a lot of wolves. Anything but fight. No, you know that? You're such a duo. But yeah, I gotta catch up on Resident Evil stuff. You know, like, it's always sad, like, I used to have so many different series, like, mainly in the books, and now I'm starting to fall behind. Like, I had most of Silent Hill, I just needed, Shattered Memories, Book of Memories, and Heavy Rain. Oh, no, Downpour, not Heavy Rain, Downpour, of the Silent Hill games, and then I would have been done with Silent Hill, but now we got Silent Hill games getting pumped out. Used to have like all Resident Evil basically done, and now we got several Resident Evil games getting pumped out and shit. So oh dear, oh dear. Oh, I know there's a lot of games that have mods on Steam and that to play a lot of games. Because OG Resident Evil 7 was only VR compatible on the PS4. And as far as I understand with Village, as far as I understand, they're doing the exact same thing with Village, right? Like, technically the only supported VR is on the PS5 with Village. But yeah, Moto's like, hell, Moto's put Elden Ring in VR. I think he's getting suspicious of us. Move out, soldiers! Yeah, I think it only took like 2-3 weeks. Somebody was already doing a VR mod for Elden Ring. And there's like VR mods for like all the other PC Souls entries. So, I'm not sure about the online one though, actually. That I would imagine is probably kind of tough to do in VR. Elden Ring would have always been kind of hard. I need party members. Oh, face him, Darren. Now, a second time of going in. Don't worry about all that. Enjoy the beaches, the wind, the sea in your hair. Free stuff. Free stuff. What does that know? Free stuff. Free stuff. Assuming that's supposed to be for the fishermen. Well, I guess technically I need to grab a few of the locals. Grab. Yeah, Resident Evil 7 was definitely a lot of fun. Like, I honestly have to say, I feel bad that PC people don't have it as a simple option. They have to go through a bunch of crap to get to actually be somewhat okay. Because honestly, like, 2 of the DLCs you can't play in VR. And I gotta tell you, like, playing them in non-VR felt so weird and slow. Like, I was like, I guess this is how PC people feel like when they go from keyboard to mouse to controller, and they're like, oh my lord, why is it taking so long to get a headshot? Because your head is basically your cursor in Resident Evil 7, so you can aim as fast as your head is to turn. No, don't escape. Mods don't usually interest me. I bought a game for the game, not like mods. I feel like are more for people who don't buy lots of games. Because I mean, mods are an excellent way to get a lot more extra replay out of something. Like, basically, the only time I usually mess with mods is if there's a functionality problem. Like, the game is, like, so old and you need, like, this mod patch thing to get the one on modern stuff or something. Like, stuff like that I'll do, but, like, when it comes to just the game being the game, it's like, I bought the game, not some guys like, oh, Fallout in Florida expansion fan-made thing. And that's not to say, like, you know, people, like, you shouldn't play stuff like that. Like I said, you know, that's more experiences and stuff to play, but yeah, like... But then I can't be... Then I can't complain about the developers. How am I supposed to complain if I don't know what it was like without the mods? So apparently there's some built thing here. So what's that? What is that? It's like it's like has a weird transparency to it. It's like shaped like some kind of web cage. It has like the textural color of the sand. Not sure what's up with that. What you got for sale? Just drink stuff, goggles. Huh. Don't know if I would need those. But I know what those are if I do, so. Ooh, palm tree. And I mean, that's fine. Like, I think the two problems is, like, I have a lot of games. So, like, I don't necessarily want to expand the games beyond what the developers have already made for them. Like, I got plenty of games to go play in that. I don't need GTA to last 200 more hours with fan-made content. Then the other thing is because I review a lot of games I play, so I find it compromises the review if you're playing it with mods that affect the game. Because then how do you know you're reviewing the proper thing of the game? Oh well. Apparently somebody really, really loved the life. But yeah, modding, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying modding doesn't have its place. I mean, it certainly does. It's just I'm not usually really that concerned about it. That was weird, it wasn't letting me out. I'm assuming that has to do with the diving, probably. What's that, an egg? Aha! Royal eggs. Yeah, I know there's a lot of different mods for Fallout games. Like, Fallout games strive off mods. Like, honestly, I literally think if it wasn't for mods, Bethesda wouldn't be where it is at all. Like, if they didn't have the people fixing and adding shit to their game, like, there was a parasite kind of relationship there. Well, Bethesda's mostly sucking out on the good free work of most people out there. And, you know, with a new system, they're even making money off of them now. Like, I'm pretty sure Bethesda would, like, be down to drain, like, a decade ago, probably, if it wasn't for that. I mean, they're certainly not doing any good right now. Big budgets, the last few games, flops. Fallout 76 was like... I mean, I don't know about now, but speaking when it came out, man, that was a thing. I don't know about the whatever the space entry is called. I can't even remember what it's called. I know I got the first one for like $5 at that GameCon that's in my state. And the sequel came out, and I heard the fucking PS5 disc is just a not installed disc, but it's basically a coastal because it doesn't have the whole game on it. So it's blah. What's this? A boat? Yeah, I mean, on Xbox it makes sense because Xbox is basically garbage at this point. Like I feel, don't get me wrong, I feel bad for the loyal people who stuck with Xbox and actually want physical media on those things. I feel bad for them. Because Xbox basically fucking put them in a bag, tied it up, and dumped them in the fucking river, basically. Being an Xbox console person these days, I can't even really imagine it, because it's just really depressing. But yeah, like, Microsoft has skimped like hardcore on their own system pretty hard these years. But with their PS5 versions of their games, I think they only have 2 real disc builds, and then everything else has just been fucking download fucking discs. Download the rest of the game. Garbage. I don't think I have those, but we can see. Nope, we don't have that. But yeah, like, and the fact that Microsoft has so far just kept doing it is just kind of stupid, considering a lot of people have been saying, like, what. I know Gears of War, from what I understand, turned out fine, and then there was one other game they did, and everything else has just been blah. What do we got here? Fish. Selling ore. I guess that's useful if you want to, ooh, upgrade pickaxes. Yes. Also, now I think about it, wasn't there an item I needed to get for some lady in the other town here? Let's see. There are spools of wonderful women. Wonderful women. Wonderful women. Hmm. Well, clearly not getting it from this person. I mean, honestly, like, if I even did, like, Netflix and shit, I would probably just record everything, like, on my computer screen and keep my own archive of the shit. But I don't really watch shows and stuff much anymore. Fuck me. There's a weapon store? Let's see if they got anything interesting. It's an upgrade. Like you have it, but I guess I best to check. Think so. Yeah, not really into movies and stuff, really. I wouldn't think of the ball would have it, but there's this wonderful women. Woods. Hmm. Let's go further up. Indeed. Fishing. There's a clothing place, and there's an item store over there that might have it. What do you got? Just one defense? I don't think it's worth getting one additional defense oval. Why not buy in bulk? Buy all my stuff. Then we sell it on Fantasy Bay. Remember, on Fantasy Bay, you can sell anything except for the following items. Okay, do you have wonderful? No, you do not. Cuddly sea total? So I have to get higher skill to equip it too. So if I do that, I want to check something. Okay, so it doesn't. Okay, that's good. So it keeps them as separate things, and that's good. That's good. Oh yeah. Also, do I got any levels? I do. So I'm not sure where the hell the wonderful women is. Wait, you weren't requesting something a second ago, was you? Huh. Got a flip-flop in there, that's kind of interesting. I couldn't put my finger on it. Is it the giant fucking X? Was that there this whole time? I'm not sure. I think it was, right? Wasn't it, Jeeves? Yes, sir, totally. Okay. I think I know exactly where we need to go, I think. Apparently there's a pit thing over there to the left, according to the map. At least that's what I'm assuming the wolf thing was. Anyway, I'm assuming we need to go over here. Let's see. Check the shop over here. Somebody has to have this stuff. Oh. Apparently it's... You wearing a store here? Nope, it just... You just come in and craft, I guess. Yeah, I figured it was up here. My name is Pilot? It feels kinda nice! I'm being griped at by a butterfly, but it's so lovely. Your way to get your ass kicked. It wrecked. Well, that seemed all odd. No, less party members. Guess she went inside, it looks like. I mean, you're not that far away from each other. The sea whispers to me, laddie. It's time for lunch, and then brunch, and maybe a bicycle. Your Highness. Didn't want him playing sports. Royal blood courses through thy veins. I forbid thy to become a pirate. Absolutely forbid. And he put that to... Oh no. The Great Pirate of Destiny. They really like throwing banquets, don't they? More party members, I hope. I'm just looking for any secret items here. Nope, I guess not. Oh, wait, what was that? Alright. Nothing to worry about then. No secret items. Where the hell is the wonderful women then? They didn't have it for sale. Like, this seems like the person that would have it. It said wonderful, right? I'm not crazy. 3 spools of wonderful women. Where the fuck do you buy them, though? I don't see them for sale anywhere. If they're available, I don't know where. And that's for the toast. The toast in the hair. Cool. Yeah, that's El Fado. At first I was suspecting he was actually the leader, but I think that's the El Fado, which I guess technically he would be kinda. Mmm. Look up. What? Crossbones were cooked? What? Or was that supposed to be crooked? Maybe I missaw that. More party members. Fantastic. Let's steal the stuff. No, we can't steal the stuff. Oh, I see it now. There's a... It's just a little light green now. Oh, look at here. Oranges. I love oranges. Okay. So it looks like we need to go south. Music here sounds a bit odd. Beware the 7 heads. Why would you remember that on Sun? Ah, we'll find out soon enough. Or maybe not. Because seeing as we're going into a new area, I think it might be best to finish off the last thing for the mage thing. Because it's probably good odds that the next set of stuff is probably here, I would assume. So, I think we need to go probably finish that. So, I think we're going to sidetrack. Head over there real quick, like. I gotta find an entrance to it again. I need to kill 3 more of them. That's the beach. I think I needed to go to the other map, I think. Still this person here. Honestly, I should really consider just fucking cheesing the one-ing levels. Just one in place in town or something. See if I can jerrywig that. That would really help with not consuming all my fucking magic. I really wish they had just made it like its own, like, you know, you had stamina and MP instead. Because it, like, reminds me way too much of Lunar Dragon's song in that way. I mean, at least it's not your HP, and it actually regens still, but it's pretty slow in that. I need to find the entrance to that fucking forest. Where was that? It wasn't going up the mountain, I'm pretty sure. That's what I need to go there. Oh, I need to actually kill some of those. Ah, there it was. I had to cross the bridge. Hey, grasshopper. There we go. Kill this tree and then we'll level up as a mage and kill 3 of them. Yep. And you know what? I want to test something. I think this is actually a good opportunity to test this. So, I'm going to take a bounty. Then let's see if it lets us fast travel with them. Okay, well, that answers that quickly. I'm not worried about you at the moment. So that should be done on that. Huh. But isn't that everything I have to do? have everything done. So what am I supposed to do to get the last 50? That's kind of confusing. I don't... I have one idea. Heal. And that was my only guess. Then I don't know what you're supposed to do for the west of that. Then maybe a story scene or something needs to happen. Or I need to progress so far, maybe. That's a tad bit annoying. Oh, you got an animal quest? Not a lot of money. Well then, I guess you just have to go on then. Kinda sucks if I have to go back there though. I don't get what else do I need to do? Like, they're all done. Like, unless they unlock automatically or something. Maybe well, I went to a new area, it didn't open anything new, obviously. So, I don't know. Wonder if I can get fast traveled over to the... no. Nope. Oh, we just got one now real quick. Sorry, wolves. No dinner today. Nope. I'm not sure what... Like, I would hope it'll naturally tell me something to do for the remainder. But yeah, other than it just blocking you from, north. Other than it blocking you from maybe over-leveling a class too fast. That would be my thought, is that I have to get to some point, and then it just does whatever to be like, oh, this is what you need for the last 2 points. If they're gonna try and control. But, I mean, if there's, like, enemy kills and stuff, I mean, you could use that to just naturally control it, so... I really don't know. It's very strange. Very strange.